Hi everyone, my name's Leslie Keane. I'm a makeup artist from Dublin. I'm deciding to do this YouTube channel to show some 40 plus women some of my tips and tricks for applying makeup. So I've started off with two things, some chlorine eye patches. And I sound weird because I've got some Mr. Blank teeth whitening strips on my top teeth. So I'm going to leave these on for 20 minutes. Okay, so I've just removed the eye patches and the whitening strips, and I really feel they work, especially the more you use them, the better the results are. Right, so I'm going to start with my MAC Mineralize Compact Foundation and my foundation brush here. So it's an NC37 colour. I like things to be quite honey-toned. The nose, and you can see it leaves the skin really beautifully hydrated. So next thing I'm going to apply is concealer. Press it in with your finger or with a small pencil brush. I do tend to get breakouts, so this is amazing. So there we are, covered and concealed. We don't stop there. Because I have a problem keeping foundation on during the day, I love my PROLONGWEAR Nourishing Foundation. And I'm going to just apply this down the T-zone. So I'm using a 224 brush for this. And I'm going to use it like as an under eye concealer. Okay, so I've really just focused that down my T-zone. So next I'm going to powder. So I love Beauty Blender, so I'm going to use this with invisible powder under my eye. I'm also going to put some in the T-zone. Now this is quite a lot of powder, but you can brush away the excess afterwards, and you can really see it starting to brighten. Right, I'm just going to brush away some of that excess. Right, so now powdered and concealed. If you feel you look too powdery at this stage, just use some MAC Fix Plus. And then just press it in with your fingers, and this will take down any sort of texture. So next we're going to contour and highlight. I'm going to use Harmony Blusher and an angled blending brush from MAC Cosmetics. I'm going to start literally at the curve of my ear. I'm going to bring down in a straight line, and when I get to the edge of the eye, I curve upwards. I'm also going to go down by my jawline. Now I like to kind of wrap it under my cheekbones and come to the outside of my nose like that, just to really kind of give the impression that it's lifting my cheekbone. And some sneak peek packaging coming in spring. So this is a really gorgeous honey tone bronzer coming soon. I'm going to use the same brush. It's quite a big brush. Now you're using larger sweeping rounder motions when you're doing this, where the contour is really just focused on one area. So you're going to go around the outer perimeter of the face, over the bronzer. You're going to go over the nose like this. So this is to make you look like you're naturally sun-kissed, and across the forehead. And do this until you're the colour you want. So as you can see, I'm all bronzed up. So next I'm going to go for brows. As I said, I'm going to leave highlighting until I finish my eyeshadow and makeup, because that really is the last moment. Right, I'm going to use two items. Darker where there's no hair and lighter where there is hair. Eyebrows is very, very important. You have to keep them straight from here to the arch. So there are two things you want to avoid. You want them to be light, you don't want them to be too strong, and you don't want to pull them all the way to the edge of the face like you would do if you were in your 20s, because it will close in the eye. Right, so I'm going to start with lingering pencil. Now I'm going to draw a straight line right from the beginning of my brow, under my brow to the arch, and then bring it out a little bit like so. Okay, the reason I'm not going through my brow or strengthening my arch is because I have Botox, and I don't look surprised. So the same on the other side, just bringing it round to the arch, skimming underneath and down a little bit, like so. Okay, and next I'm going to go to my lighter pencil, which is Fling. So I'm just blending out with Fling, and I'm just filling in the shape of the brow. And Fling is slightly lighter. Lingering and Fling are the two colours I use all the time in brow pencils from MAC Cosmetics, because they're just so easy and long lasting as well. Now you want to really enhance that arch there, make it thicker, because that's what kind of lifts your eye. so same on the other side, just bring it through. Okay, so there we have it. Okay, I'm going to further enhance my brow shape by highlighting, and I do this before I do my eyeshadow because it's really going to determine the shape of the blending I'm doing. Okay, so I'm using MAC PROLONGWEAR concealer and a 239 brush. Okay, so I'm just going to chisel that product right underneath where I've applied my pencil, so you get like a really nice clean shape. Now another thing I'm going to do is just apply it from the edge of my eye out. So this is going to give you a good guideline on where to stop the edge of your eyeshadow. Okay, so I feel lifted already. Now on to eyeshadow. My favourite palette is the MAC Cosmetics Dusky Rose Times 9. Because it's got a great combination of colours. Their other ones are amazing too, like Amber times 9 and Burgundy times 9, and they're a lot lighter if you're a professional makeup artist carrying around eyeshadow palettes for weddings, etc. Right, so I'm using a 217 MAC blending brush. I'm going to go for the middle one here, which is a nice sort of a pinky taupe. And I'm going to blend that just on the outside of my eye into my socket line, stopping where your highlighter is. Okay, so again, just showing you that, just really blending it across your lid, only halfway in, into the socket line, so I'm leaving the highlighter area free, and then stopping when you get to the outer eye. So same on the other side, so really using that brush to kind of get that lovely socket line, and then just use your finger to smooth it out. Okay, so next I'm going to go for more of a taupey colour. I'm using the MAC Kabuki brush with copper plate. You can see this one here. So with the copper plate, you're starting on the outside of your eye and you're bringing in a more defined line halfway in, because you want to just create some definition. And then you're going to do the same underneath, like so. Then go back to your bigger brush, and you're going to blend that out, because you'll have some of the older colour, which was the lighter shade we used first. So same on the other side, just really, you can see it's just giving that lovely bit of definition, like so. And we're really, really sticking to that guideline that we applied with the concealer. Okay, and then just keep going till you're happy with the gradient between the dark, the medium, and then kind of blending nicely into the light, and that's going to take practice. Okay, so I'm really happy with how that is blended. Okay, so the hoe and the copper plate. So I'm going to go to my highlighter, which is this little one here. It's like a pinky tone. Right, and I'm going to apply this in the center. You always see me do this on video because it just gives a really nice sort of an open, rounded effect. You can do that with any metallic eyeshadow, really focusing it to the center of the lid. Okay, so you can see that they're just giving that nice little bit of spotlight on the eyes. And then you can even go back to your other color and just blend it in a little bit, just to make it really, really seamless, because blending is what it's all about. So I'm going to go with a little bit of a green eyeliner just to add a little bit of fun to my makeup. So this green pencil is called Landscape Green, and it's in stores in MAC at the moment with the Work It Out collection. So I'm going to go along my tier shelf and go up the inner side as well. And this will really great way to bring out your eye colour. Really matching your eye colour to your liner to create definition without looking too gothic. Right, so I'm going to go in here and just pull your eye down with your finger and then just pelt it on like so. Okay, so you can see it's not too crazy. It'll just give you a bit of pop of colour. Okay, so this is a great look if you're on your holidays, you know, and you want to just inject a little bit of life into your face. I tend to do it with nice blue liners or with aubergine purple liners if you want to really, really define the colour of your eyes. So lashes, I do not go anywhere without my lash curler. I'm going to give you a quick demo. What you need to do is get all your lashes in and then press the metal bit onto the lid and squeeze. Make sure you're not pinching too much and give it a good couple of tugs and you can see the difference immediately. I do this a good few times on both sides, making sure I get all lashes in, because you can really see that makes a difference. Do not attempt to put on mascara without curling your lashes, because it's a whole different ball game. Right, so as I mentioned numerous times, I'm going out, so I like to use an Extreme Dimension. It's a really good dramatic lash. I also tend to work the mascara, so I'm going to just do a quick demo. I just go over the lash completely first of all. Okay, and then the gloop that's on the tip of the mascara, if you just fan it through the ends of your lashes, so that will really kind of give it a kind of dramatic effect, and then comb it too again. And as you're combing, a smudge there, make sure you're bending your inner lashes this way and your outer lashes that way, and the middle ones are standing straight up. So it's not just a case of blinking on the wand. You will not get the full potential out of your mascara by doing that. Okay, there we have it. And then whatever's left on the end of the brush, just fan it through your bottom lashes. Right, now for the highlighting. NW20, I'm gonna just pull it all the way underneath my eye, like so. I'm going to spritz my beauty blender that I used earlier, and I'm going to blend that out. So just still making sure you can see the contour. And this is a great way. Now what you don't want to do is blend it too high, because you've got eyeshadow underneath your eyes. So you just... Okay, so you can really see that definition with the blender. I'm going to go back in and just apply a little bit more of the copper plate underneath my eyes. Like so. Continuing with the highlighting, because this is more of a kind of a going out sort of nighttime look. I'm using some Soft and Gentle. And I'm just going to apply that across my cheekbones, down my nose. And then just get your finger and just run it along your cupid's bow like that. And then with the small pencil brush, just apply a little bit in here, because highlighting on the inside of your eye just works wonders. Just pop it in there into your tear shelf so you can see that. Using Peaches blush. So blusher is what gives you colour in the cheeks and just creates a bit of healthiness, and it's really, really important. Smile. And you're going to apply it on the upper parts of the cheekbone, not too close in towards the nose. Okay, so I've used the same brush for all of that, which is that nice kind of blended contour brush from MAC. Finally, lips. Lip lining is incredibly important. Okay, so I start and I define my Cupid's bow. This is one of my favourite lip liners called Absolutely It. It's Prolongwear from MAC. So I do the Cupid's bow first, and then I'm going to come up side of my lip line. So that looks crazy at the moment. It looks like a McDonald's sign. But I'm going up and outwards. Now you can heighten this if you want a little bit. Then I'm going to go straight across the bottom. Okay, so you can see your pout forming. Now to the edge, start from the inside and you're rounding up that way. Like that, same on the other side. So same on the bottom, inside, but you're bringing it straighter this time. When you open your eye, they should both meet in the center. So this might be crazy dark for some people. I love it. I always just blend a little bit in with the pencil so you're not left with a defined line. So there it is. It's called So Me Retro Matte Lipsticks from MAC Cosmetics. I love these because these last on me all day. Right, here we go. I'll lash it on. Because I've done the lip line, it's much easier. But I'm blending it over the lip line as well. Right, just going over the Cupid's bow. So there we have it. Thank you very much. There'll be plenty more YouTube videos on the way. I hope you all had a lovely St. Patrick's Day. Thank you very much and see you again soon. Bye.